My legends, what is happening? Are we getting a little bit of a pumpy and a dumpy action here from the price of Bitcoin? Let's analyze the situation here together, see what is going on. Right, let me take this out the way, say hi to the community. Hi everyone, just want to make sure everything's working, mic's working, music in the background, all looks good. Let me know in the comments, how are you feeling? Are you feeling bullish? Are you feeling bearish? Is this a fake out? Is this a bull trap? Are you looking for shorts? Are you looking for longs? Right, what is happening? Confusing price action here from the price of Bitcoin. Let's analyze it together, jump through a couple of altcoins, look at the liquidity, perhaps some CVD. I'm looking at the DEXY, I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance. I'm seeing some popcorn effects here from some of our favorite altcoins. Hbar. Oof, what an amazing move here from Hbar. Absolutely insane here to the upside. Also, I saw this morning Akash had an absolute 70% pump here to the upside. Absolutely insane. Smash up the like, legends. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed for future notification. And let's do this. Put myself on here. Just looking here at Hbar at the moment. Absolute insane price action here from Hbar. It's got to do with BlackRock, right? News that came out from BlackRock. Absolute insane price action here from Hbar. Right, let's go through the comments. Say hi to the community. Welcome to the stream. Alden, hello Devold, hi. Welcome in the house. Feeling lost, man? Okay, well, perhaps I'll be able to give some clarity today. Okay, if you're feeling a bit lost, the markets are here to surprise us. It's good risk management that keeps us in the game. Absolutely insane price action here from Hbar. Nice little pullback. Ooh, what did I do now? Okay, let me try this again. Okay, this is why you don't FOMO into trades. I can just imagine people FOMOing into Hbar over here. And now they're underwater, right? Tap this high to perfection. Tap this high to perfection. Nice little SFP. I want to see a range. I want to see a range form before I decide to get into a trade. I don't chase the pumps because you just never know how high it's going to go, right? And then you are the last one holding the stick over there and it starts correcting here to the downside. Okay. Yeah. I don't FOMO into pumps. Right. I mean, the best trade was playing the breakout over here. Okay, beautiful breakout strategy where we had a fake out, we had a tap, we had another tap, and then eventually we had the breakout here to the upside. Absolutely insane here for the price of Hbar. I do have a spot bag of Hbar. Unfortunately, I did not open up a swing position for Hbar. A little bit disappointed, but nonetheless, some we win, some we lose. What else? Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin. Are we going to come and claim this high? This is now the interesting question, guys. Are we going to come and claim this high over here? Right? We are so close to claiming these highs. Also, when I take a fib, just from a probability perspective, the probabilities does state, okay, it's purely a game of probabilities. If we tap the 0.88, okay, taken from the high to the low, the fib, and you tap the 0.88, probabilities increase that you are going to take the high sooner or later. Okay, whether we take it now or whether we first have a dump here to the downside and then we take the high, it's just a game of probability state that when you tap the 0.88, it increases the probabilities that you are going to come back at some point and claim the highs again. Right. I do see some local bearish CVD here playing out, but I think it already played out because it took the low over there. We will go check that out in a moment. Okay, let me first switch on some analysis. Let's put on some point of controls. Let's put on some trends. You guys will see I've been tracking this like a crazy person. Switch on some today analysis. I've also played this breakout, beautiful breakout here to the upside. And simple one-line trend strategy that I played over here. Okay, simple one-line trend strategy. Let me just put the music a little bit softer. This is basically the trading setup that I entered today, is to say that I played the breakout over here. I was targeting, when you take a fib from the high to the low, I was being very conservative with this trade. I left some of my position open to go and claim higher levels. But this is the trading setup that I took, right? We made that little low over there and I targeted the 50% fib level. And there was a specific reason why I targeted the 50% fib level, but nonetheless, I left some of the position open and I took profits. I took all of my profits by the 786. Okay. Now I'm sitting on my hands waiting to see what Bitcoin's going to do next. And I mean, it can definitely go up, guys. It can definitely shoot up here and just take the highs, flip it into support for continuation to the upside. I don't care. I will just look for the next trading setup. And you see, I'm already building a trend line here. I want to see what's going to happen with this trend over here. Okay. So beautiful trade. Also, well, I mean, I took profits here by the 50, most of my profits by the 50%, but it was still a 5-to-1 risk to reward. An absolute stunning trade to take to the upside. It just was so worth it playing this breakout over here, tracking it here on the 5-minute time frame, and profits in the bag. Happy, happy, happy. This is what trading is about. Right. Gilbert, hi. Hi, man. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Profit shot. At this time, BTC in my control, but I get messed up once market maker do the twist. I always make loss after that. Yes, you have to trade with a plan, right? I say if you're trading without a plan, if you I can't remember how that saying goes. Sorry, my mind is not all here today. I have to admit to you guys that I am doing a fast at the moment. I haven't eaten in 2 days, so I am feeling a bit dizzy and I do lose my strain of thought here and there. So please excuse me if I lose my strain of thought, if I'm talking about something and I jump onto something completely different. I am feeling not 100% myself today, but tomorrow I should be back in business. Right. Okay, cool. What I wanted to say is sometimes I get comments, and I might get them today again, okay, where people say, I entered at this level. Okay, I entered over here. Okay, I entered over here. Right, let's just keep it realistic. Just take that one out the way. Okay, I often get people say, I entered over here. Okay, now price is over here. Devil, should I take profits? And I'm like, well, the first mistake you made is that you didn't plan your trade, regardless of whether you're in profits or not. If you asking the question, where should I take profits? You did not plan your trade. The trade that I took over here, I had a plan. I was going to take profits at the 50% fib level, and I'll show you guys now why I took profits over there. That was my plan. My stop loss, most important, my stop loss. My stop loss goes below the lows over there, and I was willing to get stopped out with how can I say, not caring about the amount that I'm losing, because I'm doing proper risk management and I'm not risking more than what I can afford to lose. Right. And my plan was, why am I entering? Okay, I saw break of trend. Okay, simple reason, I saw some bullish CVD building up in this local area, so I had 2 ticks. We broke the trend, bullish CVD, and I had a tight stop loss below that little low over there. Let me zoom in just to show you guys. Okay, so often I will enter a trade because the risk management is just absolutely phenomenal. When I saw this consolidation over here, I was like, well, this looks like a 1, 2, 3. It wants to go up over here, right? And then we started consolidating next to this low over here, and I was like, okay, well, the risk management, it's a 0.1% risk that I'm taking on for a potential, you know, for every $100 that I'm risking over here, I'm getting $500. The risk reward just made absolute sense to me, and that's why I entered the trade over here. And note the words that I'm using. That is why I entered the trade, because my risk management was amazing and I had a break of trend and I saw bullish CVD over here. Okay, that was my reason why. I call this line the Y line. Okay, great risk management. These are the first things that I look at before I enter a trade. Then where am I going to take profits? Okay, so let's take all the junk here out. And I think I was on the 5-minute time frame. Okay. Take the junk out here, and the reason I planned to take profits by the 50%, so the first thing I did is that I took a fib. Where did I take that fib from? I just want to see. Sorry guys, I am just not all here today. I took a fib here. Okay. And my TP was over here. Right. Okay. Then I took a fib extension and I measured the wave 1. When I saw the breakout here to the upside, often I will sometimes wait. I want to see if the trade is going to play out. Then I know exactly where I could potentially take profits. So I took a fib from the low to the high to the low. And I knew from a fib extension perspective, and let me just drag this across so we can see the numbers properly. Okay. Pure education here, guys. Pure education. From a fib extension perspective, I knew that this was a C wave target. Okay. I didn't know if this is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to the upside, or whether it's just going to be a B, C, and then we fall down again. I didn't know, but I knew the minimum C wave target that I was eyeing over here in confluence with this consolidation area over here with the fib level over there. I was just like, well, for me, that's a clear profit taking area. Yes, I can, extend my profits to the upside, but maybe I will take 75% of the profits over here and I will leave 25% of the position open for higher levels. Okay, and that's exactly what happened. I took 75% of the profit over here and I left 25% open. And when we hit the 0.786, I was like, okay, well, that's it. I'm out. Okay, so I closed the position. So this is typically the thinking process that I go through when I enter a trade. Great risk management. Why are you entering the trade? Do you have ticks? Okay, I have a break of trend. I have bullish CVD, 2 ticks. Maybe the RSI is at the bottom. Maybe you have a MACD that is showing bullish momentum. Maybe you're tapping a moving average that's in your favor. Know where you are going to take profits. Okay, I see some people, they get upset when price pumps and they're like, oh crap, why did I close or take so much profits over here? That's your plan. You execute on your plan, right? You don't care what price does after that. You look for the next trading setup. Okay, cool. So that is my little bit of education here today. Hope you guys understand and this makes sense. Okay. The one thing that I did notice from, if I just take this fib out the way, look at this, from the low to the high to the low, look at exactly where we got rejected. 2.618. Exactly to the dollar. That is exactly where we got rejected. Okay, these 618 levels are so damn powerful. Okay. Really, really powerful. Also here by the C wave target that I took 75% of my profits, we got a rejection exactly there. We started building a consolidation and then we broke out. Look how we retested it. Okay, also find support here above the 618, but nonetheless we tapped the 2.618 to perfection. The question is now, are we going higher? Are we going lower? And the honest answer is, I don't know. Okay, I'm tracking the momentum, and based on what price shows me will give me the clue how to enter the trade, or where to enter the trade, or to go short, or to go long. Right. Okay. Let's say hi to the community. Read some more comments over here. Irina in the house. Hi, Irina. Welcome, welcome. Hemra. Welcome, welcome. Hard to break 67,200. Yes, 66,200. 66,200. 67,200. Right, yeah, that's exactly where we got rejected. Yeah, a lot of liquidity lying above these highs over here. Okay, what I want to do now is let me just take, I can remove this trend now. Okay, and I'm still going to track this momentum here. Just want to see what's going to happen here. So when I zoom out onto the 15-minute, this is starting to look a little bit bullish, but I mean, anything can happen, and that's why we have risk management to protect us. Okay, let's even go onto the 1 hour. Right, you can see this is exactly where we got rejected this morning at the point of control of the entire range. We have a naked point of control a little bit further up. Okay, And I just want to take that out the way. So on a higher time frame, I'm still looking at this bump and run scenario. Okay, potential, let me use the words potential bump and run. Beautiful 2 taps, okay, where you have the bump. And is this the breakout that's going to come and claim this high? Right, that is the question. For me to turn bullish and for a potential to come and claim this high, I would like to see us claim the point of control. We have to claim the point of control. And I don't mean by SFPing and just tapping it slightly and gently. You need to break this level. Okay, we need to break this level. And I don't want to see a rejection here by this naked point of control either, which is in this inside of this consolidation zone. So we'll tackle the bearish scenario now. From a bullish perspective, I want to see us break through here and flip this area into support. We must hold this area. And I want to see some nice green volume kicking in here as well. When we break it decently, then you flip it into support. Then I will say, it's game on, baby. Let's go. Okay, then we can go to higher levels. We can claim the value area high of the range and potentially even this high over here and all the beautiful liquidity that lies above there by the $72,000, $73,000 level. Right, I just want to look at liquidity here quick. Liquidity. Let's go into liquidity. Let's go into the month. Let's just have a quick squiz here at liquidity. Wait for it to load up. It's just so nice, the liquidity up there. $73,000, and I would say all the way up to $75,000. Just massive liquidity lying there. Okay, cool. So from a bullish perspective, this is what I want to see. I want to see a clean breakout and flip this area into support for continuation to the upside. Okay, you know, nice little trade here to the upside. From a bearish perspective, this is not going to be easy from a bearish perspective. Okay, because I see a little bit of a challenge here. Not going to be easy to short this level. Okay, if zooming into this price action over here, if we had to break the point of control and we SFP here from the naked point of control, now you're a little bit in a wedgie position over here. Do you find support to build up that spring for continuation, or is this a rejection and you lose the point of control for continuation back to the downside? So I would say longs are still in our favor. It's not going to be easy to short this level because you could SFP from this naked point of control, find strength at the point of control of the entire range and still break to the upside. So I would rather be looking for longs where we are right now than trying to short the market unless you're very experienced, you're very defensive, you protect position, you are absolute sniper about it. Okay. It could also be, you know, this naked point of control is also very close to these highs. We could also SFP from these highs over here. But, you know, I'm keeping in mind that we have the full moon. We have, you know, some buying pressure at the moment. We also have funding rates that's negative at the moment. So that could definitely give us some of the momentum that we need here to the upside. Okay. I do, however, want to stress that we can make a little bit of a correction here before we come and claim these highs as well. Okay, so it's all dependent what's going to happen in here, but for now I am still looking for buy the dips opportunities inside of this entire structure over here. So like I mentioned, I don't know if I did it during my YouTube update today or during my live stream from last night, where I mentioned I am building a swing position over here on Bitcoin. Okay, and I've added a little bit there, I added a little bit there. I played this mini breakout here. That trade is closed. That was just a day trade. Swing trades, you know, you keep them open for a couple of days, even weeks at a time, depending on how price action grinds to the upside or whether we have explosive momentum. So even if we had to come back down here, I would still be adding. And I have a clear invalidation, and it's quite a far invalidation, right? But it's a swing position with low leverage, low capital. Okay, because if this happens, I don't want to cry and say, crap, I should have put my stop loss here. Okay, I'm planning my trade. The momentum looks bullish. Bitcoin looks bullish to me. The structure looks bullish. It looks like the correction is over. For now, I am planning for us to come and claim this high over here and perhaps even a little bit higher. Okay, And therefore I would actually like for price to fall down here, because then I can just, have a nice little, a bigger position. I can build my position a little bit bigger. So for now, if we had to shoot up here, I will make profits, but I would like a little bit of a bigger bag. Okay, I'd like to risk at least like 3% of my portfolio with this trade. I'm currently in only like 1.2% of my portfolio into the swing position that I'm opening over here. Right, okay, let's go through some comments. What is happening? What is happening? Okay. I didn't receive the notification, so I came late. Irina, I'm sorry about that. I tested the notification. I did receive it from my side, so not sure why you didn't receive it, but nonetheless, you're here. Welcome. Press up the like button, folks. Yes, come smash up the like, show some love. Some nice alpha here, always, and as always, I love to provide education, and let's learn together. Right, don't long now, short the 65. Okay, short the 65. Short, are you saying short to 65? Are you saying we're going to fall up until 65? Yeah, personally I would like a deeper correction, because when I go into liquidity, let me do this. When I go into liquidity and I use the 3-day over here, this is kind of the juicy area that I'm watching over here, is this area over here. I was hoping that we are going to hit this area over here, and this is around about $64,000. And if I translate this back, it's right here by this naked point of control and the value area low of the entire range. So I was hoping, when we had this momentum here to the downside, like, please just go down, grab the liquidity, and then we have the breakout to the upside. But I mean, we can definitely break out from where we are right now as well, but I was hoping for this liquidity grab. You grab the liquidity and then you have the true breakout to the upside. So definitely I'm still keeping an eye on this liquidity, and for now it can still play out. Right, where this could also form a larger 1-2 to the upside, where this is a 1-2-3 wave here to the upside. Okay, so definitely still a possibility, but for now it does kind of look and smell like a leading diagonal. Okay, it looks like a leading diagonal. Okay, where you have 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then it's building up that spring for an explosive move here to the upside. Okay, so it can definitely be a leading diagonal, and some people will look at this as a bearish structure to say that, well, this is a pennant here to the let me just do this properly with trend lines. Okay, this is a pennant here to the upside. Okay, which is bearish. Any pattern that goes to the upside, from an education perspective, any pattern, whether it's a channel, whether it's a pennant, okay, whether it's a trumpet, any pattern that goes to the upside has a higher probability of breaking down. Okay, so pattern traders will look at this situation over here and be like, I'm waiting for the dump. Okay, I'm waiting for us to lose this. And definitely it can play out, because patterns on average has between a 51% to a 70% of playing out, depending on what the pattern is and the price action inside of it. Okay, but this can also be a leading diagonal, where this is a 1 2 1 2 1 2, and then we have an explosive third wave here to the upside. Definitely a possibility. But I would like a little dump here, just to add a little bit to my bags, expecting momentum to the upside. And by all means, if I do get stopped out, doesn't matter, right? I'm not risking more than what I can afford to lose. And definitely, I mean, if we had to come back down here, what I would then look for is a sweep of the lows. If we get acceptance back above these lows, I'm there like a bear, buying the dips over here, and potentially this point of control over here. I will be there like a bear, buying up these dips. Okay, so I have plans. I have plans for bullishness. I want to see how we break the point of control and how we react, flipping this area into support. Okay, that's my bullish plan, right? I will add to my position. If I see this, I will add to my position over here, and then expecting more momentum here to the upside. If I see this, this is where I plan. I want to see some bullish CVD between these two pivots. I will obviously look at price action. There's nice liquidity here. It's also, I think that is in confluence with the 50% fib level taken from the low to the high. where the planets just align. Let's do this from the low to the high. Okay, 50%, close enough, 50% fib level, even the 618, definitely. We'll be buying up the dips over here from my swing position perspective. So it's about having a plan, and depending on what price action gives you, you execute on your plan. And that's why I always like to share bullish scenarios, and I like to share bearish scenarios, or even a middle scenario, and even the worst case scenario. Okay, because depending on what price is going to give me, I then know how to trade it. You have to have a plan, and you should have at least 2 plans or 3 plans. Okay, with good risk management, obviously with good risk management. Right, so I just want to go back into the 5 minute, just see what is cooking over here. Okay. One of the plans that I also have is, I mean, this is obvious. This is one of my plans. I have an alarm. Okay, and this could play out while I'm sleeping. This is a late night stream, so after this, I'm most probably going to go to bed, wind down. And if I miss it and I don't wake up when my alarm goes off, then I look for the next trading setup. Okay, but this can definitely be one of those situations where it ranges, and then off to the races we go. Then you catch the breakout before the breakout. Okay. Hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. Cool. Just want to do this quick. Let's go through some comments over here. I am late. Claude, welcome. Calls. Claude, let me know, where are you from? I know you're from South Africa. Let me know where you're from in South Africa. Just interesting to know. Devold, hope you're well. Back below previous day value area high and seeing bearish CVD. Yes, I'm also seeing bearish CVD. Okay, I am also seeing the bearish CVD over here. Let's see. Let me just refresh it. Sometimes it does some funky things, and then you just need to refresh it to make sure that you are seeing the right price action over here. Okay, grab my tool. What do we... Ooh. Okay, definitely bearish CVD over here, but it already played out. You see, and that's the tricky thing. This bearish CVD between this pivot and this pivot already played out. So we had massive bearish CVD here to the upside. That was the target which we took. Okay, so this CVD is now invalidated. Well, not invalidated, it's played out. Okay, now we need to look for more local CVD. We have a pivot over there. I have a pivot over there. Yes, ideally, if we do find downwards momentum here and we come back down and we build some bullish CVD, I mean, that would just be a nice little golden ticket. Right, but for now, we can still move up because this bearish CVD played out. And this bearish CVD, it played out already. We took the low. Okay. Also, between these two pivots, okay. So there's still a possibility. Local CVD takes priority. We do have this CVD. Didn't take the low yet. I just want to see something else. Yeah, didn't take the low yet. So definitely, I think CVD is showing that we could still go down, right? Because we have the CVD between these two pivots moving up on yellow. Not so much on... even on blue, just tapped it there on blue. So definitely a possibility that we can move down here. You also mentioned the previous day value area high. Let's go and to the 15 minute, just look at the larger structure over here. Switch on levels off, clean this up a little bit over here. Session volume profile. Let's go see what's happening here. You're right. It looks like, so one of, and this is not easy. I mean, based on bearish CVD, perhaps there's a higher probability of breaking down. But yes, I can see what you're seeing over here. Previous day value area high. Okay. Let's just put a line in there. Oops. Put a line in there. Okay. Previous day value area high. So the rule is we try to break it. Okay. We try to break through here. And now we got acceptance back below this level. Well, it's chopping. It's not really, it's chopping. So definitely a possibility we are failing to claim the previous day value area high. Definitely a possibility that we can move down here, or we are building up a spring. We are building up a spring, all right, for momentum to the upside. What I don't like about choppiness at a level like this, what I don't like about this choppiness over here is that it can do definitely one of two things. It can build up a spring for momentum to the upside, or it's failing to break through. When I play a swing failure pattern, I like for price to tap it, maybe a double bottom or even a triple bottom, and move away, okay? But the most beautiful ones you can play is where it taps and it moves away. Those to me are the golden swing failure patterns, right? This choppiness, it irritates me. It really irritates me, because I mean, if you want to play the swing failure pattern here to the downside, your stop will be above the high over there. We're getting acceptance back below, and this is where you want to enter, expecting that we won't take that high again, and then we get momentum here to the downside. Question is, where do you take profits? Okay, perhaps this is a profit taking area here by the point of control and even the value area low of this range, because the probability state that once you get acceptance back inside of this range, you're most probably going to come and fill it. Okay, right, but we can also bounce on the trend over here. So always important to take profits on your way up and on your way down. Right, let's just switch this off. Go through some more comments over here. Hello from Los Angeles, Miss Melanie, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Dinesh, hi Devil, hope you well. Back below. Oh, that's the one I've already read, Dinesh. Did you notice we are at the 618 from 68 top made on April 13th? Doesn't that make this a strong resistance level and better to short? Okay, 18th of April. Let me go check that out. Most probably 1 hour time frame. Let me see. 18th of April. Are you talking about this entire move here? Is this the one you're referring to? Let me check. Okay. Almost. I'm not sure if this is the move that you're referring to. Okay, taking it from the high to the low, or are you taking your fib from this low over here? Right, then we are by the 618. Definitely by the 618. But the one thing that I do want to stress, okay, and the reason I'm feeling a little bit more bullish than bearish at the moment, even if we have a dump down here, I'm still feeling a little bit bullish, okay, because this can still be, like I've said, a 1, 2, 3 here to the upside. So even if we get a dump, I'm still feeling a bit bullish. And the reason I say that is, okay, let me just clean this chart up a little bit over here. If this is a 1, 2, 3, and we are busy with the fourth wave, okay, so it can be a 1, 2, 3, can be a 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, okay, expecting another sweep of the lows. The reason this looks unlikely for me at the moment is because we tapped the 0.618, because the rule for Elliot wave theory states that if it's an impulsive wave to the downside, the fourth wave is not allowed to tap the 0.618, which it did. Okay, and when we made this high over here, and that's why I said so many times during my live streams, is to say that most of the exchanges aren't aligned. Okay, some of the exchanges made a much lower wick. Some of the exchanges, the wick ended over here. This wick ended over here. So then when you take your fib to where most of the other exchanges ended, we didn't tap the 0.618. Okay, and I was saying, well, there's still a chance for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside because we didn't tap the 0.618. Okay, and then I said, if we claim this high again and we tap the 0.618, or just claiming this high, will then turn my bearishness into a little bit more bullishness, because now, and I can't remember exactly where this flip was, but I think it's now something like this. We've now tapped the 0.618 on most of the exchanges, okay, which invalidates an impulse to the downside. So I'm not saying that we cannot go down again. I'm saying it just increases the probabilities for more upwards momentum. It's all a game of probabilities. Okay, because if this is an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we've hit an invalidation for a fourth wave. It's not allowed to tap this level. And that's why I'm saying that any move down, I'm interested in a long to the upside. Okay. And it's purely a game of probabilities. It's a game of probabilities. And if this happens, I get stopped out. I'm happy to take the knock on the chin. If we get acceptance back above the level, I will re-enter. I'm a very persistent trader. I will re-enter, no problem. Okay. Depending on what price action shows me over here. Okay. Cool. I hope that explains it. And I'm purely just applying Elliot wave theory over here, where Elliot wave theory states that for impulses either to the upside or to the downside, you want to see a maximum target at the 50% FIB level. 382, 50% are really great fourth wave levels. They often tap the 382 and you get the fifth wave to the downside. Maximum target 50% and you get the fifth wave to the downside. The fact that we've come up so high decreases the probabilities of a fifth impulsive wave to the downside. Okay. Right. Cool. What else? What else? Also, guys, just want to highlight this again. If you please come and trade with me. 3 of my favorite exchanges here down in the description of this video. I've added Blowfin over here where you also don't need to KYC. Okay. You can win a welcome bonus of $5,000. Also, where I do most of my bigger trade positions is on Bybit, 20% fee and reduction. And you get these bonuses by signing up with these links down here below. Sign up, come trade with me, and let's get into more price action over here. Let me go through some comments. Let's say hi to the community, read some comments. Right, Gala's bullish. I think there's a lot of altcoins that's showing some bullish momentum here to the upside. Okay, let's go through some of the alts. If you guys want to see some alts, let's jump through some alts. The obvious ones, I saw a cash this morning. This is why you don't FOMO into trades. Okay. Wow. I this is just funny to me because I know some people FOMO'd into it and they must probably regretting it at the moment. Okay, so when I go on to, let's go on to the 8 hour over here. Let's just zoom into this price action. An absolute monster pump here from Akash. Okay. Let's just measure that out. Absolute monster pump. 77% pump from Akash, and literally, and I think this happened in 1 hour. If I go into the 1 hour, it's most probably a straight candle as well. 1 hour. This pump happened in 1 hour, and I think maybe even 15 minutes. This pump happened in 15. Okay, it happened in 30 minutes. So this was a 30-minute pump of 77% to the upside. So obviously, I haven't checked the fundamentals, but something happened over here, right? Something happened, and you guys can see the trend that I'm tracking here to the downside. Okay, I was like, okay, I see the pump, and as always, I wait for the consolidation. I don't FOMO into pumps because then this happens, and you bought over here expecting higher momentum, and now you are in, or you must probably liquidate it depending on how much leverage you used. Okay, definitely. I mean, if you used 10x leverage here from the high to where we are right now, ooh, yeah, you liquidated already. Okay, your position is liquidated. So what I would like to see now from Akash over here is a break of this trend. So I want to see a consolidation, which we are getting now, nice consolidation. And I don't know where it's going to find the bottom. Okay, but I do have a momentum track over here. And perhaps we consolidate and then we have another breakout or an attempt here to the upside, or we just keep on falling down, finding support here again where price was yesterday. Okay. These are some of the nice ones that I saw this morning. Also Hbar, which I've just showed you guys now. I see Bonk is pumping. I see Floki is pumping. Pepe is pumping. The meme coins are on fire again. Big time, also pumping over here, right? Not a massive move. It's most probably considering this pump over here. Just take this out. Gone to the 1 hour. Okay, nice fake out. Woohoo. Fake out for big time, right? For those of you, I know a lot of people in this community always ask me for big time. So nice fake out. Nice red volume kicking in here. So not bullish for me just as yet. Perhaps this will be the momentum that's going to take us out, right? So I will be tracking this trend here to the upside. Perhaps a bounce inside of this trend area could be a good buying opportunity. But what it does look like, I just want to fib expansion from the low to the high to the low. Oof, I mean, almost. Did I put it correctly? It is so strange. Okay, that's the level. Tap the 1.618. I mean, what a beautiful level. And you guys that's been following me for a while, you know I love the 1.618s. And look what happened over here, 1.618. So I think what could be happening over here, just looking at the structure, this looks like a 1, 2, 3. And we could potentially now be building the fourth wave, okay? And usually the fourth wave is the same length, if not longer than wave number 2. So I'm still expecting a little bit of a consolidation over here. Consolidate, and then you're going to have the fifth wave here to the upside, but then you're still going to have an ABC. And that's where I will be interested to buy. I don't like to buy coins where I can see it's already made a third wave here to the upside, because then I know it's going to make a fourth wave, it's going to make a fifth wave, grabbing the liquidity above, and then it's going to come down for an ABC correction. And maybe the ABC will bounce on this trend again, you know, ABC, and then that's where I want to buy. That's where I want to buy. I'll be patient. I'll be very patient. And I see the same thing on Coty as well. Yesterday during my stream, I also spoke about Coty. I'm seeing the same thing on Coty. I mean, I can definitely be wrong, but I have my rules and I follow my rules. Okay. Also, a lot of people is asking, oh, I want to get into Coty. I want to get into Coty. And it's exactly the same thing that I'm seeing on Coty, right? Yes, Coty. 1, 2, 3. Look at where we rejected. It's building a fourth wave. It's most probably going to be a fifth, A, B, C. I want to buy the C wave. Okay, I'm not going to FOMO into a trade over here. Just purely looking at the structure that I'm seeing. Okay. Right, what else? What else? Doom. Michael Harris, thank you for reading and responding to my comment. You're the best. Really appreciate your analysis. Absolute pleasure. I really try, and I don't always get to everyone, but I really try for those of you that want to write a comment during, you know, with my pre-recorded videos and after the live streams. I really try and make a point of responding to everyone's comment. Okay, if you have a question, I will answer your question. The one thing that I am very bad at is that once I've responded to your comment and you write another question, okay, I don't see those comments. I don't have a notification that pops up. So when you write the first comment, I get a notification from YouTube to say that this person has written a comment and I can respond to that. But when you then reply to that comment, I don't get a notification, and I don't always have the time to go back to each video and go and read the comments again. So I do make a point of responding to all of your comments. Okay. Right, and also a nice little exercise for me to get rid of some of the spam. You get some people that show a lot of hate and try and promote crap and try and scam the community. So I do make a point of, you know, deleting those comments as well. Right, he's making a rising wedge in the weekly. Can it break downside? Okay, I've just gone through AKT or Akash, Claude, Cape Town. Claude, Cape Town. Are you from Cape Town, Claude? Okay, cool. I'm from Johannesburg, Midrand, more specifically. Right. Should have more subs. Yes. I'm growing the channel, and we'll get there. We'll get there. I think if this bull run continues here to the upside, we might get a lot more people joining the YouTube live streams on many more channels, including my own. But I'm bringing you guys the alpha. I'm bringing you the education. I'm teaching you guys how to fish for yourself. Okay. It is so easy to follow someone, especially these Discord channels where they provide signals and they tell you this is where you enter, this is where you put your stop loss, this is where you take profits, and then you enter these trades blindly, and then when that signal group is not there anymore, you don't know how to trade. Okay, I prefer to teach people how to trade for themselves. You need to fish for yourself. If someone else is catching your fish for you the whole time, and that person is not there anymore, that Discord community goes down, or they stop doing what they're supposed to be doing, or you know, they don't teach you proper risk management, because I still see people that are inside of signal Discord communities that still don't make money. Okay, it's because you don't know how to fish. And myself and Andy, our passion is to teach people how to fish for themselves. So I will always go through the explanation, go back into history, show you why I entered the trade, what I was looking at for the next trading setups, the bullish, the bearish scenarios, how we're protecting ourselves. So you guys, you know, repetition. The more you see it, happen, and then it sinks in. And, you know, obviously with good risk management, have a plan, have a strategy, back test it. A lot of people want to get into the trading game, but they're not willing to do the work. They don't want to go back test the strategies. It sounds boring. I just want to trade. I just want to make money. Okay, what else? Go through some ADA. Someone is asking for ADA and Gala. Rocking Gala, please. Mayank, ADA. Let's go look at ADA here quickly for the legends. Why not? Why not? Let's look at ADA. Do I have it here? Okay. I do not have ADA in my spot bags. Just have to, and it's not because I have anything against the project. There's just too many alts to buy. Okay. I do think it's a good fundamental coin. I am concerned about how slow they are building things compared to some of the other projects. They are just extremely slow to market. So who knows? I mean, they need to really start playing ball and, you know, deliver some roadmap items to get investor confidence back. Right, but purely from a technical perspective, let's go into the 8 hour. Okay, what I do like, see what's happening over here. Okay, what I do like over here is this looks like it's forming a 1, 2, 3 here to the upside. Okay, could. It does look like it could. A fib from the low to the high. Okay, look at where we bounced. It's definitely in a bouncing zone. It's inside the golden area, and I always tell people between the 618 and the 786, especially when you have a multi-month ramp here to the upside and then you have a deep correction, this is a golden zone, baby. If you are inside of this zone after a massive pump to the upside and you start having a cool off and you are here, and what I also look for on the daily time frame is I will then go look at the RSI. Okay, let's go look at the RSI over here. Okay, so when we were there, the RSI was at the bottom, so definitely a buying opportunity for me. And this is typically where I add to my spot bags or open up swing trades for some of my favorite coins when I see this happen, because it could definitely be a 1, 2, 3 year to the upside. Okay, so ADA, I'll go into the smaller time frames now just to see what it's doing on the smaller time frames, but I like to start at the daily just to see where we're at. Right. Just take this out the way. So from the most bullish scenario that I can see here, and you know, nothing's guaranteed, but what I do see here, if this is a 1, 2, 3 year to the upside, where can 88 take us? Right? If you bought this low over here, where can 88 take us from a bullish perspective? $1.3. Okay. And I do see that as a minimum target for a third wave here to the upside. $1.3. Okay. If this is a 1, 2, 3 year to the upside, right? Third waves can be very explosive. So it can go to the 2618. Or let me just go switch on my other levels. Right, normal. Let's put it on normal. Okay, it can go to the 3618. It can go to the 5618. $3, $4. Okay, I just want to see if it has confluence. 1.618 has confluence with this consolidation area. 2618 has confluence with these lows over here. 3618. It's always interesting. The reason I do this, when I draw a fib like this, I always look to the left to see if these levels align with resistance levels to the left. And usually when they start aligning very nicely, you know that your fib pool is correct. Okay. 618. 2618. Look at that. Right. Look at that. Obvious resistance and support level. 3618. Confluence with that little high over there. 4618. Confluence with the highs. Okay. So definitely a possibility for ADA to make a bigger third wave here to the upside. And I usually, for me, the 1.618 for a third wave is a general third wave target. But some would say that it's also a minimum target where you can go to any 2618 level. And then when you find a bigger consolidation, you usually have a final fifth wave that grabs the liquidity. And then you start making a larger ABC correction. Exactly what happened over here. Right. Let me show you guys. I'll take this out the way. Let's zoom into the 8 hour. Okay. It's going to this price action. It's exactly what happened over here. You have massive momentum here to the upside, and then you have a deep correction. And I think if I measure this correction out, it's most probably at exactly a C wave target. Okay, let's go see here. Let's go see the C wave target. Okay, from the high to the low to the high. Okay, it did hit a C wave target, not a common C wave target for me, but it did hit a C wave target, 1-to-1 ratio, definitely a C wave target. Okay, the 0.618 is a C wave target, but a little bit more rare. Then it becomes a little bit more common. And then the 1.236, very common C wave target, and an extended C wave target is by the 1.618. So we did hit a C wave target, which could mean that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, and then it starts climbing the ladder to the upside. Okay, guys, the one thing I want to stress, and you will see the picture for most of the altcoins that you guys are requesting in the ones that I go through, is very similar. What I want to stress, okay, if we do get momentum to the upside, and this is, let's, for argument's sake, say we are playing what if scenarios. If this is definitely a 1, 2, 3 year to the upside, third waves are the best waves to trade to the upside. They are absolutely phenomenal, especially from a one-line trading strategy perspective. They are extremely impulsive, and they get lots of bull flags on the way up. They get lots of bull flags, and then you play the breakout, and then you play the breakout, and then you play the breakout. As can be seen, what happened over here and what happened over here. Third waves are beautiful to trade to the upside. You get minimum stop outs, and you get simple one-line trade strategies that you can apply. You just play the breakout after breakout until you get stopped out once or twice. Then you know, okay, perhaps momentum is starting to slow down and we're going down when you start getting stopped out with your one-line trading strategy. In Elliot wave theory, third waves are considered the most profitable waves to trade. That is where you get your bull flags and all your beautiful patterns that just break out to the upside. It's inside Elliot waves. Okay. And I mean, if I go onto the 1 hour, let's just see if we can see some examples over here. Right. Beautiful. I mean, just, I can already see them. Okay. Well, let's just look at this structure over here. Some of the altcoins don't give you the nice ones, but I mean, here you can see beautiful trend. You broke out to the upside. Okay, then another trend. Oops. Not a clean one, but nonetheless, you break out. Okay, there's lots of them. I mean, if you go into smaller time frames, you'll find even more of them. If you go into the 5-minute, 15-minute time frames, you'll find way more of them. But they are just everywhere. Breakout after breakout after. Okay, this is not an easy one. Okay. But basically, you guys get the picture. You just have breakout after breakout after breakout, where I usually just keep on adding and adding and adding to my position until I get to the top. And then you just make some silly money. Okay. Right. that's ADA. I hope the analysis makes sense. I would say, but the coins you want for longer term, and step away from the chart and don't stress, but you can learn us anything. Yes, Anthony, when you plan your trade properly, you know where your risk is, you know where you're going to take profits, you've set your TP, you've set your stop loss, you know why you're entering the trade, you step away, let the trade play out. Okay. Sometimes when I am in front of the charts and I see the trade is turning against me and I'm seeing something bearish that I didn't expect, I will often cash out the position before it even hits my stop loss. It's just reading the price action. Okay, so I don't have to go and wait for the full hit to hit my stop loss. I will just cash out. Okay. So that's basically my analysis here on the price of ADA. What I also like about this consolidation, now we're going to, just quickly talk resistance and support. You can see where we found support, right? Above the highs over here. And I can even drag this more and more. Beautiful. Oof. Look at this beautiful RS flip. This is actually stunning, so purely from a support and resistance perspective, look how you found support. You found support, you broke it, you retested it. This is usually a sign for me that the support resistance is valid. You found support, you broke down, you retested it as resistance. Okay, now this becomes a very important level. You tried again over here, you had a fake out and a breakdown to the downside. And then you broke out, you retested it, and this is now perhaps the second retest of the support. So for 88 to stay bullish, you want to see us hold this level. You really want to see us hold this level to continue bullish momentum here to the upside, because this is most probably the biggest support resistance area inside of this entire zone over here. Okay, hope that makes sense. And then someone asked for Gala. Let's go through Gala quickly. Right. Where did I put you, Gala? I did put Gala here somewhere. There we go. Right, do you guys see the similar price action? Gala also hit the 1-to-1 ratio. Just looking at that quickly. Gala is actually still very bullish compared to some of the other altcoins. It really is still showing some bullish momentum. Just want to change this to red. This is now resistance. Tracking this momentum here to the downside. Okay, obviously when you zoom into smaller time frames, the trend lines make more sense. Okay, this is the are we having a breakout here on Gala? We are kissing the trend. Mr. Gala, are you going to show us the magic over here? Because we are longing into resistance over here, right? Look at the area over here. Devil, please skip Gala. Gala is dead. Okay. Well, doesn't look dead to me. It actually, from a larger time frame perspective, I can tell you guys that it still looks bullish. Okay. So ignoring the fundamentals and whether you believe in the coin or not, I always say I can trade anything. If it has data and candles and a nice price action to the left, I can trade it. If it goes up and down, I can trade it. So purely from a technical perspective, this still looks bullish. We are keeping the upwards momentum. We haven't lost trend. Okay. This could definitely be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to the upside. Where we've also, let me just take this box and move it here. Look at where we found support above the highs over here, right? Found support above the highs over here. So definitely a great bouncing zone over here. Also, when you take a flip from the low to the high, bounce beautifully on the 786. RSI was most probably at the bottom. And it would be interesting, I think, for me to turn bullish here on the price of Gala. On the 1 hour, I want to see at least a 1 hour candle close outside of this trend. Okay. So we did have a fake out. Look at what happened to the fake out. So you can have a breakout, and if your position is not protected, you're out. Okay, stops you out. Right. So just want to see here. If this is a 1, 2, and it's building a third wave here to the upside. 1, 2. Okay, it still has some Still has some gas in the tank. So this can definitely, if this is a 5-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, definitely that can happen. Where you want to see us break the trend, stay above, create the 4th wave, which is the retest. 5th wave, you can still have an A, B, C to the downside, and then have continuation here back to the upside. Okay, or, you know, without taking Elliott wave theory into consideration, what I do like is just purely from a trend-based FIB perspective, from the high, from the low to the high, 618 is usually a common target. And so it still has some juice. If we do get a nice breakout here, I want to see at least a 1 hour candle close above. Okay, I do see some nice volume starting to kick in. If there's a wick left behind, I'm not interested. Okay, like what's happening now. If this 1 hour candle closes like this with a wick outside of the trend and the body below the trend, I'm not interested in this trade, because often what happens when it does this and the 1 hour candle closes in 13 minutes, if it closes like this, you can still get upwards momentum, but it usually turns around again. Okay, it's usually a recipe for a fake out. So for me to turn bullish here on Gala, I would like to see the body of the candle close outside of the trend. Okay, and then perhaps you can even have a retest for then continuation inside of this consolidation area, or you just break out like a crazy person over here. Okay, and I mean that 618 level, if we had to hit the 618 level like we've done with most of the other altcoins like Coty that I've shown you, that is still, that's a 15% trade. Absolutely phenomenal trade here to the upside if it had to come and hit that level. Nothing's guaranteed, you know, with good risk management, that's how we stay in the market. Right. Also guys, one thing before I forget, what I want to mention, down in the description you will see I have a thing that says technical and analyst role. You guys see this? It's a little Google form that you can fill out. We want to expand our team. Myself and Andy is looking for someone that can do technical analysis like I'm doing over here. It doesn't have to be Elliott wave theory. It can be basic technical analysis where you know how to draw trends. You can do basic Fibonacci. You look at RSIs. You know, can you provide me a chart? Can you give me a chart and show me basic technical analysis where you think it could break out, where you would maybe put your stop loss? Where do you think you will take profits in this area? If you are that person and you feel that your technical analysis is good, right? Myself and Andy are expanding the team. Go down in the description and fill out the form. You know, perhaps we'll employ you. Right, we are expanding our team. If you're looking for a full-time job in crypto, come and join us. Right, just want to make that or highlight that to the guys in here, or to everyone and the girls and the girls in here. Okay, if you think you have what it takes to do technical analysis like I'm doing here, it can be very basic, and as long as it's effective, it doesn't matter how basic it is. If it's effective, go and apply for the role. Right, you don't have to feel intimidated by myself and Andy's analysis and we Elliott wave theory and fib expansions and crap like that. And for those of you that's watched my one-line trading strategy, you will know that you can keep analysis so simple and still be a profitable trader. If you feel that you have what it takes to do simple technical analysis that makes sense and has a high win rate, go and apply for this role over here. Okay. That is it. Let's wrap it up here for the price of Gala. Let's do some other stuff. What is happening? I just want to go check what is happening with Bitcoin over here. Some dumpy action here to the downside. So the bearish CVD is indeed playing out, but I mean, I'm still keeping an eye on the trend. Let's see. I mean, from a larger time frame perspective, we have to acknowledge, okay, we are outside of trend at the moment. So without being too technical about Elliott wave theory and bullish and bearish CVD and whatever the case might be, we have to acknowledge that we have broken trend and we are currently trading outside of the trend. Okay, so maybe you're still going to get that breakout here to the upside. Okay. Obviously, getting acceptance back below the trend, that's then bullish, bearish, okay, where we could find downwards momentum. Keeping it as simple as that. Are we above or are we below the trend? Okay. And at the moment, it still looks bullish. We have some high green volume there. So, I mean, obviously, invalidation for me is if we lose the trend and we claim this low over here, we could come down to lower levels. Right. Those are the two options. Okay. Keeping the analysis simple. And if you think you can do that simple analysis, go and apply for this roll over here. Right. Cool. What else? Lol. If you appoint me, the viewers will be in debt. No, man. If you can do basic technical analysis, I mean, you will know your level of skills. You'll know, I mean, obviously you analyze the charts at home by yourself. Come and share the analysis with me, you know. Go fill out the form, share your analysis. Let's do it. Someone's asking for... Gala is pumping. Oh, well, we've just gone through Gala, yeah. But at the moment, it's still a fake out in my eyes until proven otherwise. Okay, I want to see a 1 hour candle close. I want to see a the body of the candle close outside of the trend. Okay, that will make me a little bit more bullish. For now, I'm sitting on my hands. So the one scenario that can also play out here, just to wrap it up, is you want to flip this resistance into support. So it could be looking bullish now because you have the body of the candle outside of this resistance. So this is another way of looking at it. So this, you want to flip this resistance into support for continuation. We close below this level, then we must probably going down. Okay. What else? Someone was asking for Reef. Do I have Reef? Let's go see if I have Reef on here. It sounds very familiar. Reef USDT? No, I don't have it. Okay. Let's go look at Reef. Oof. Nice bumpy action here to the upside. Okay. Just want to see what the entire structure looks like. Yo, Reef really took a beating here with the bear market. But I mean, when I zoom out, I like the little heartbeat over there. It literally looks like it died, and I like this. We had a nice little bull rally over here, and then it just looked like it flatlined. Boop, flatlined. Okay. And then I see a heartbeat kicking in here, showing me that it's still got life. Okay, so perhaps, yes, the longer the consolidation, there's a saying in trading that says the longer the consolidation, the bigger the breakout to the upside. Okay, the shorter the consolidation, the shorter the breakout. But this has been an absolute monster consolidation area here at the bottom since 9 May 2022. Okay, absolute monster consolidation. So yes, I would say, I don't know the fundamentals of Reef, but from a technical perspective, it looks good. It really looks good. It looks like it found the bottom over here. So let's just zoom in here. Okay, it looks like it found the bottom over here. I can also see that it's a relatively low market cap based on the wick. Yes, and the wicks that I see over here, relatively low market cap. I'm not sure where it's placed from a market cap perspective. That's such a shallow trend. It's very shallow, this trend. But nonetheless, I just want to see something here. Okay. So, what I'm seeing over here for Reef is, from an Elliot wave perspective, this can be a 1, 2, 3. Can't be a 4. This can't be a 4 and a 5 to the upside because this went into the territory of 1. So this has to be something else. This could perhaps be the end of this wave, and this is a completely new wave. 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Not easy. The altcoins and Elliot wave theory, for those of you that don't know, is Elliot wave theory is best applied on mature markets. Bitcoin respects it. Ethereum respects it. S&P 500, gold, Ethereum, silver, platinum, commodities, they respect it very well because the markets are mature and they respect the rules of Elliott wave theory. When you have a low cap altcoin, it breaks the rules often. Okay, so it's difficult to apply Elliott wave theory to it, but I mean, I can see it rejected exactly at the 3 level, which is fine. It can be a 1, 2, 3, but then the fourth wave doesn't make sense. It's Elliott wave theory states the fourth wave is not allowed to enter into the territory of 1 and 2, which it did. Okay, so this is perhaps the end, and this is the start of something new. 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Okay, I just want to see where it retraced to from a normal fib perspective. So if this is the start of something new to the upside, from the low to the high, 0.88. Okay, definitely a possibility. So the 0.88 is considered a very rare target for a second wave. Okay, it's considered more when you start hitting the 0.88 like we did over here. It's considered any move away is corrective and not impulsive. So it could do this, okay, where you have a corrective wave to the upside and an impulsive wave back to the downside. But because it's a altcoin, definitely possible that this can be a second wave where you have a massive 1, 2, and you're going to start building impulses here to the upside. So I suppose from a spot bag perspective, this is definitely a load up zone. I mean, yeah, the dips, you want to buy up the dips. And also what I'm just looking at here, let's go on to the 8 hour. Okay, keeping it simple, just... Okay, I have to put I can't leave my trend there because it's only 2 touches. A trend has to have three touches to be valid. So perhaps just wait for the successful breakout of this trend. Okay, that's what I'll be waiting for. Also on the smaller time frames over here, just measuring out this wave. High, low to high to low over there. It did tap a C wave target over there, so it can definitely reject, but it can also still go to the 618, where this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. So it can still consolidate for much longer, right? But yeah, it's a difficult structure to count because of the market cap and the low liquidity over here, right? So I mean, keeping it simple, just without watching trend-based fibs and Elliott wave theory, and often you guys will see me on altcoins. I play the breakout strategies. I apply extremely good risk, and that's how I protect myself. Okay, no 100x and 50x or 20x and your entire account, and then you get stopped out, and then you cry for 2 days because you lost most of your money, or you burned a hole, or you got liquidated. That is the basic analysis I see here. It's just, I will just keep an eye on the trend over here. Just want to see where we found support. Okay, we basically found support by this consolidation area. We lost the highs over here. I want to admit that I do see other altcoins being way more bullish. Okay, so if you want me to do analysis on Reef because you hold a spot bag, I mean, this is a good load up zone from a spot bag perspective. From a day trading perspective, there are way better coins to trade than Reef. I will not day trade Reef. Okay, there's just more mature markets and altcoins like Rune, like Solana, like there's so many Phantom. There is Mina Protocol, there's Kava, there's Algo, there's AVAX, there's DOT, there's EGLD. The charts and the market caps there are just so much better, cleaner charts to read and to do daily analysis on. I would, yeah, not day trade this per se. Okay, what else? What else? Sell Reef and buy Gala. that is an option. Okay. Gala's chart does look better than Reef's at the moment. I'll have to admit, it does look better. Okay, Mian Ahmad, Devold, need Floki fib analysis of 1, 2, 3 and ABC, please, with expected target till December. Let's go look at Floki. I know people, there's a meme coin crazier at the moment. Let's go look at Floki. I do have it here somewhere. Here we go. 12%. Just look for the ones that's pumped. Okay. Obviously, you've missed the breakout. Okay. So no FOMOing into trade. We are at resistance. We are at resistance. Okay. Just keeping, you know, keeping the analysis simple. A fib from the low to, from the high to the low. We are kind of in the middle of nowhere from a rejection perspective. So perhaps we can still come back, you know, up to the 50% or even the 618. Let me just see where this wave takes us. From the maybe this is why we're getting some choppy action over here. So if this, just saying, if this is a 1, 2, 3 year to the upside, okay, 1.618 is where we can reject and find downwards momentum and then have the bounce to the upside. Okay, but we haven't tapped that 1.618 level yet, so perhaps we're still going to find a little bit of momentum here to the upside. But I mean, you just never know with these altcoins. They can absolutely just go parabolic here to the upside. I mean, I'm showing you guys Elliot wave theory over here. It just depends on how you count these waves. But I mean, there's nothing that says it just can't do this. It's nothing that says, I mean, look at what happened to Hbar at the moment. Okay. From a breakout perspective, I would say, well, the fact that it has closed an 8-hour candle outside of the trend is bullish, right? And this is where you want to build your position, but you've missed the trade out, the breakout. Okay. So on the daily time frame, let's go see where it is. I mean, Floki has done some amazing things over here. Okay. Yo. If this is 1, 2, this looks like a double combo, 1, 2, 1, 2, and this is why it had so much momentum here to the upside. From the low, oh, it's just done absolute crazy things here to the upside. It doesn't even fit in my fib levels, and this is what altcoins do. Okay, it's just, yeah. Can't even measure this properly. So from an Elliot wave perspective, this is just very difficult. I'm going to have to go to the linear chart. I'm going to have to logarithmic, I say, which looks a little bit better. Okay, let's check it there. Okay, this makes more sense. But I mean, the problem with logarithmic is that people don't trade the logarithmic. Your trend lines don't make sense. Elliot wave theory works nice on logarithmic charts. Just makes the levels bounce more, where this could definitely be a 1, 2, 3, and we are now making a fifth wave here to the upside, where we could even go and tap the 2.618 and still have an A, B, C, and then momentum back to the upside. But I mean, if this is a fifth wave here to the upside, what you could also do is take a fib from the low to the high to the low. 618 is also a fifth wave target. So looking at 0.0007 potentially if we have a momentum here to the upside, but also at the 2.618. Okay, and this is based on logarithmic. That's basically what I'm seeing here on the price of Floki. Getting my bearings crossed over here. Okay, also, yeah, I mean, it's not an easy one. I mean, I don't like to trade on the logarithmic chart, so it's nice. It's fine to do Elliott wave theory analysis, but I mean, you're going to want to trade this chart. You're going to want to trade the linear chart, okay? And you've missed the breakout here to the upside. I mean, and also with meme coins, you just don't know how hard the pump's going to be, because the problem with meme coins and Elliott wave theory is that There's so much FOMO behind these pumps. You will see when you have a breakout, it's just everyone and every single retail trader and their mom and their dad just jumps in and it pushes price up and up and up, and it just then doesn't stop. Okay, and then people start FOMOing into the trades like what happened over here. So from an Elliot wave perspective, not a lot to chart over here. So looking to the left, I just want to see what's happening to the left. Nothing's happening to the left. Is this really all it has? Okay, is the price action just not loading up, or is that all the price action I have over here? Okay, well, based on, I like to have some price action here to the left. I want to see a previous bull cycle. Okay, so that you can spot resistances and you can measure bigger fibs here to the up and to the downside. But this structure is keeping it simple. Okay. You have found support exactly here. You have found support by always looking to the left to find resistance and support. There's a consolidation. You found support. We're having momentum here to the upside. Now you want to look at this pivot and this pivot and this pivot for TP areas. Okay. So if you're placing a long trade over here, profit at TP1, TP2, TP3, and maybe you can leave some of the position open for higher levels. Okay, but I'll definitely, these to me are obvious profit taking areas. Right. Legends also down in the description. My 3 favorite exchanges that I'm currently using. I've added Blowfin where you also don't need to KYC. Go sign up, come trade with me. You qualify for the lowest fees and the biggest bonuses by using these links. And that is basically a wrap from me today. Legends, this is a late night stream. I'm going to head to bed, get some shut eye. And thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate you being here. Smash up the like on your way out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks, Irina. Thanks for the stream. You are the best teacher. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the kind words. Valerie, thanks, dear old super stream as always. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Sleep tight. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.